Everyone, today I am going to talk to you about selective caries removal, and I will use an innovative presentation tool called Powtoon. Before we dive into the clinical content, let me quickly introduce you to the software I am using. Powtoon is an animated presentation platform that allows us to transform static slides into dynamic, engaging educational content. This is particularly powerful for health education because we can animate complex clinical procedures step by step, making it much easier to understand the why behind what we are doing, not just how. Let me give you a quick tour of Powtoon's capabilities. This platform is web-based, so there is no need to download a software. You simply log in through your browser, and all your projects are stored in the cloud. You can access it from any computer, anywhere. Powtoon offers both a free version and paid subscription plans. The free version has some limitations, like watermarks on your videos and a 3-minute length restriction. For educational purposes, it is recommended to use any of the paid plans, which allow us to create videos from 10 to 30 minutes in length, depending on the plan. What makes Powtoon special is its flexibility. We have access to animated characters who can demonstrate procedures. We can import images, diagrams, and PowerPoint slides into our presentations. We can add text animations, effects to focus on specific areas, and record our own narration right within the platform. The platform also has built-in music, voiceover, and sound effects. I chose Powtoon for this lecture because it addresses multiple learning styles simultaneously. For visual learners, the use of animations and colors can be employed effectively. For auditory learners, you can narrate each step or procedure. For kinesthetic learners, the animations are essential, and for linguistic learners, the benefit is the combination of text and narration that reinforces key concepts in multiple ways simultaneously. The topic that I will present is selective caries removal. This topic is addressed for dental students to learn how to remove caries based on lesion depth. I will try to quickly go through the presentation and show the overall content. These are the objectives of the lesson. I will explain how the preparation design should be when we remove caries. The preparation design depends on the extent of the caries. For the caries removal procedure, it is important to review the clinical hardness of dentin, since based on that we will decide clinically what parts of the dentin we will leave during caries removal. When we remove caries for a direct restoration, we need to make sure the tooth is asymptomatic and pulpal diagnosis should be normal. If the caries is shallow, we can remove as much caries as possible. In a moderate or deep caries, the pulpal diagnosis should also be normal. In these cases, we need to prioritize to avoid exposing the pulp during the caries removal procedure. In areas that are close to the pulp, we can leave leathery dentin. In a selective caries removal procedure, we need to start removing caries from the periphery, and these are the reasons for doing that. Younger pulps react better to caries removal procedures. Here are the reasons for leaving leathery dentin in moderate or deep caries lesions. For caries removal procedures, ideally we want to use rubber dam isolation. Use water while using handpieces. This slide summarizes the lecture. When we have a shallow caries lesion, we make sure that hard dentin is left peripherally and firm dentin in the pulpal or axial areas. In moderate or deep lesions, hard dentin is left peripherally, and we can leave leathery dentin in the pulpal or axial areas. Powtoon can help promote problem solving by using a case study that integrates the concepts learned. Therefore, I present a clinical case involving a deep lesion. followed by an illustration of the procedure for selective caries removal. I asked multiple choice questions so students could choose the correct answer based on the information they had recently learned. In this slide, I present a question with answer options. In this slide, the correct answer is highlighted. More details about the case are provided to the students. And more multiple choice questions are presented with options. Here we have another question. Here is presented the question with the correct answer. In this picture, the students can see how much it is necessary to extend for the caries removal. The peripheral walls need to be in firm dentin, and the axial wall could have leathery dentin to avoid pulp exposure. It is necessary to remove the undermined enamel to ensure adequate cavity preparation. It is possible to observe the tooth structure with cavo-surface margins properly extended to ensure an adequate seal of the future composite restoration. In the axial area, a liner must be placed to protect the pulp before the final composite restoration is placed. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you for your attention.